Hey everyone, this is Mr. Isometric, and in this video we are going to make the camera follower for our car. All the game assets as this building and this road you can see is available for free to download on my CG Traders account. Link will be in the description below. So without further ado, let's get started. So select your parent car object and then just create two empty game objects. The first one should be target, and Ctrl D to duplicate it, and then the second one will be look at. And now we need to place these two empty game objects in our scene such that our target is at the camera position. So we can do a little trick. We can select our camera, right click on its transform, copy, and then we will copy its world position, and then we will go on our target empty game object, and then we will go in its transform, right click, and then paste its world position. So after that we need to take our look at, and then we'll just drag it on the top till over there. And now let's move it a little bit forward till over there. So you can put this look at anywhere in the front of the car. So now we are done with the placement of the empties, and now let's go ahead and jump into the script part. So now select your main camera and then go over here in the inspector, add in a script machine, and we will create a new script name as camera follower. And now in the camera follower we need to take the reference of our these two empty game objects, but first I think it is good to just take the reference of our main parent object. So let's do that. Let's select our main camera, let's go into our click over here. This menu will open, and then in the scenes let us create a new variable name as car. This car will be a game object, and let's take the drag and drop our parent game object of our car over here, and now drag and drop this variable into our graph. Now let's hide it. And now what we are going to do is we are going to find from this car which basically is this game object, just in the variable format. We are going to find the target and look at. So drag and drop it like this. Type in find, and now we will find from the children target, and then we will find look at. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to delete this start method and this update, and then we will take the position of our target by get position, and then we will set this position inside the camera's position. So right click, add unit, set position, and we will directly plug that in over there. And we will use the fixed update for this one. Let's plug that over there. Okay, so now we are done with our camera position, and now we will take the look at component, and we will add in another node, look at. You can choose any one of these, so I will take this one, look at target. Let's plug this event over there, and we want our camera, which by the way the script is already on the main camera, so we don't need to plug anything over in this socket, but we want to take this transform and plug that over there. So now our camera will always look at our empty, which is look at, and then the target, we are taking its position and setting our camera's position towards the target. So if I just open this up, as you can see my target is over here, and my camera's position will be automatically set to my target's position. And now let's make that positioning smooth. So for that we will use something known as lerp. So if you just scroll down, you can see lerp ABT. So this lerp will interpolate with this value. The first input is from what to what, so we want our camera's position, so we can just Ctrl D to duplicate this node. So we want to go from our camera's position to our target's position in 0.1 intervals. So it will go from 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, such that, okay. But for making this value smooth, what we want to use is delta time. So just type in delta time and get delta time, and now we will multiply that delta time with a float literal. So let me just put that over there. Drag and drop, we will select the multiply one and multiply it with the delta time, and now just hit play. Okay, so as we move forward, our camera is looking at our car, but our camera is not moving towards our car. It is because this float value is 0. We need to plug something over there. If we plug 1 over there, as you can see, our camera moved very smoothly towards our car. So if I just drive around, my camera is way behind, so I will just increase this value. Let us say we increase it to 2, and you can see the output value over here. So we are moving with 0.04 increments, and we don't want that. So I will again increase this, something say 3. So now we are moving with 0.06 increments. So I think I will just crank this up to 10, and let's see what happens. So now we are moving with 0.2 increments, and I think this is a pretty good value. As you can see, our camera is following our car pretty nicely and smoothly. Okay, let me make this window bigger, because I'm going to show you what happens when you used update event or late update. So right now I'm using fixed update over here, as you can see. So now let's test it out, what happens when we use another update event. So when I was using the update, sorry, so if I plug this over there, let me just disable the road so that we can go faster. Also I will disable the buildings. Okay, let us hit play and see what happens with the update event. So if you have watched carefully, when we were using fixed update, this value was 0.02 all the time, and now when we are using the update event, it is fluctuating. And also you can see our camera is a little bit lagging, and we don't want that. So I actually also tried using something like late update. So when we plug late update over here, it is still lagging. So I prefer using fixed update if that is working for you. So use whatever works for you. I think fixed update is working for me, so I'll just use it. And as you can see, it doesn't matter how fast I go, my camera is following smoothly. Also if you just take the target, but first let me just make this car to stop. Okay, so now let us focus on our car, and I will take the look at component. Let's make it a local. So let us stop the car. And now if I take my look at component and move it a little bit forward, as you can see, as I move my look at component, my camera is rotating. It's basically like looking at that empty. So I can move it down, I can move it up. Now you can take the mouse input and you can change the X local value of this X look at empty on the X axis. In that way you can rotate your camera with the help of your mouse. Okay, so I think that's it for this tutorial. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope it helps. So yeah, for more future videos, do subscribe and like this video, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.